My name is Rocio Ortega, reporter for Global Girl Media.
And my name is Tebogo Tetse from Global Girl Media South Africa.
So what's it been like to be at this conference here?
Well, being at this conference has been an eye-opener because I got to meet a lot of people, got to actually see what makes me nervous and what makes me a bit calm. But none other than that, I learned a lot, and I learned that women are actually out there and they're doing it for themselves. And as the centuries are coming, the generations are actually growing, women are going to be very big. And I think our horizons are just going to, broaden, and everybody, the world can actually see that women are actually.
It's definitely an eye-opener. I know that it is an issue that there's not enough women out there in the media, and for youngsters like ours, we need this type of exposure so we can fully understand why it's important and to further do for the cause later on in our future.
What do you think that the women here at this conference can learn from younger women like yourself?
I think they can definitely learn from us youngsters that, one, there's definitely hope. And then two, that we have the will as much as them. I mean, they're setting the example for us. They're the ones that are setting the steps for us. And we're more than encouraged to follow into their footsteps and do their work as well.
Yeah, as she said, they should actually see that there's hope, and they're more like stepping stones for us. They're people who actually inspire us to do what we want to do, and obviously to become women anchors and journalists in the future.
So a lot of people might think, coming from two different parts of the world, as both of you do, that you would have not very much in common. We know that's not true. Can you talk a little bit about similar things that you're working on together?
Yeah, well, we come from two different worlds, but in actual fact, in our cultures, women are very deprived, because it is believed that in South Africa, it is believed that a woman's place is in the kitchen. A woman is nothing but somebody who should actually give birth and look after the family, and that is not true. And I believe in your culture also, you also face the same problems. So we want to show the world that that's not it. Women can actually do it out there. We can be what we want to be, and we can actually hold senior positions in the workplace.
It's just amazing that how she comes from South Africa and I come from East Los Angeles, California, how somebody would assume that they're so different, but actually we're not. We culture, and then that there's that belief that yes, a woman's place is in the home, and we're here to prove that that's not necessarily true.
What will you take home from this experience, each of you, to your homes, from being here and working with the women here?
One thing that I will definitely take home from this conference is just the need for us females to actually step up and go into the media. And it's not just any women, but especially those are like undeveloped countries or undeveloped cities like myself and Bigo. So that's what I think we will take home, just the fact that there's women out there that are trying to help us, and it's our job to do the rest of the work.
Yeah, what I'm going to take back home with me is that I'm going to actually teach my society that women can actually do it out there, because in my community, a lot of people don't actually believe in girls, young girls like me. I remember during June when this pilot project Global Girl Media started, people were actually wondering why would I wake up so early in the morning. I mean, it was holidays. I woke up every morning and came back home late, and they didn't really have an idea where I was going. And when I told them, they were pretty surprised that I was actually interested in becoming a journalist. So I think that will be an eye-opener for them as well. They can actually learn from me. So that's what I'm going to take back home with me.
Anything else that you would want to say?
I don't know. I mean, maybe talk a little bit about the issues of why you're reporting from your community, because you see mainstream media. The question you asked to answer last night, and how you feel media has been representing South Africa. It's always about HIV/AIDS and victims, and in LA it's about gangs and violence and school dropouts. So mention that and why your stories are going to change that.
Okay.
Okay. So like I mentioned before, I come from East Los Angeles, California, and when somebody mentions Los Angeles, you automatically think Hollywood and prosperity. Well, I actually live on the east side, and that's probably like the forgotten part. of Los Angeles, and I come honestly from a community that's full of Latinos like myself. And the good news isn't really necessarily exposure there. Like at my school, sometimes the media puts us down. It puts us down for our high school dropout rates and the gang violence. Well, what we're doing through Global Grow Media is we're actually putting out a positive note in our communities to show that there's actually something good to say, that we're not just all bad or violence like that. We're actually good kids. And if you
I'm not saying that it's actually happening, but a lot of people have the thing that South Africans are reckless, because you always have these adverts about HIV and AIDS, that the highest percentage of HIV and AIDS actually it's in South Africa. So I'd like to change that. I know that it's being preached in the media, it's on flyers, billboards, on TV, on radio, on the internet, but thing is people don't really get that. So I'd like to start on a positive note and actually tell people that there's something else in South Africa that they can actually learn from us. So that's what I'd like to teach people. That's all.
Bravo.